Hey everyone, my name is Albert, also known as Banshee here on the YouTube. Here for another taxes video. This one's going to go under what I call taxes brews, um, where I am just trying new things out in taxes, see how they work, and this is different from our um, death and taxes be playable in modern, so it's a little bit different. Anyways, here's our deck list. Just wanted to share that real quickly. We are going to it's almost mono white. Anyways, we're using the card High Noon, which is a 2 mana. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn, and it has for 5 mana, 4 in a red, sacrifice this enchantment. It deals 5 damage to any target. I wanted to be able to activate that ability, so I actually went ahead and splashed red in my mana base. I did that by doing 4 copies of Sunbaked Canyon and 3 copies of the Sunbillow Verge, which as long as I have a plains or a mountain, I can tap it for red, which I'm going to most of the time have a plains. If I don't, I can crack my ghost quarters to hit my lands to get there. But by the time I'm trying to do that to win the game or remove something, I probably have a red source. I am playing 4 copies of Erode, which I feel like it replaced Path to Exile. Erode is really powerful because I don't care about how much mana my opponent has, as they are only casting 1 spell each turn, so it just doesn't matter. The other thing that I did to this deck list was I decided to try out Voice of Victory, which I haven't gotten to play yet, and this is the first league I'm playing it. Opponents can't cast spells during my turn, so my thought process behind that was they only get 1 spell in their turn. They have to go my whole turn cycle without casting something, which gives me more time to break the parity a little bit more, where I'm casting a spell in my turn, I'm activating spells on theirs, I have removal on their turn, I have cards like Solitude and Phelia on their turn, so I'm always getting to do something, which allows me to kind of pull ahead a little bit. Something else that I'm doing here is I decided to play one of Kassandra, the Eagle Bearer. She's really powerful. I'm going to pull this forward so you guys can kind of see it. She is a Assassin's Creamery card. She searches the graveyard, hand, and library for a card named Spear of Leonidas and puts it on the battlefield. Then I get to shuffle. Super awesome. No matter what, I get that thing. It comes out. I grab a Stoneforge, it dies. Kassandra is grabbing it again. And whenever a creature I control with a legendary equipment attached to it deals combat damage to a player, I get to draw a card. So it turns the Spear of Leonidas, which doesn't have really good the spear. I'm going to pull down here as well so you can see it. Oh, that's the sword. The spear doesn't really have too many qualities that I really like. It gives the creature either double strike, a 2/3 horse token, or discard 2, draw 2. It's powerful. I feel like taxes, we have a lot of X1s and X2s, so we want something that positively increases its power toughness, like Sword of Fire and Ice, like even the Meteor Sword. So we have 4 equipments to grab a Stoneforge, and then on to my sideboard. I'm running 3 Containment Priests, as Gloria's Vengeance is really high on the meta. I'm running 3 copies of Drannith Magistrate, as Cascade is all over the place and we really want to choke it out. I have White Orchid Phantom. I tried another brew that I just got cleaned out playing, and it played against multiple Eldrazi decks, and I was like, I didn't win a single match. I played like 3 Eldrazi decks. I was like, this is unplayable. I just can't do this. And then I have Wrath Disguises for any energy related decks when they're really going hard on the Ocelot Pride and the, what's that thing called? Guide of Souls, whatever it's called, card. And I have 4 of those because I can't search it up with Phelia like I can the White Orchid Phantom or the Priests. Drannith, I just have 3. I can't search it, but I have enough other hate in the deck like High Noon and Voice of Victory to deal with the combo decks. And lastly, I have the Disruptor Flute. It's a 2 of in my sideboard. I'm playing that as I can hit planeswalkers with it, make spells cost more, and shut off activated abilities at that instant speed, which is really powerful. If I ever play against what's it called? I don't know. The 4-mana tappy thing that oops all spells in Modern. I don't even know what the deck's called. KCI. This shuts off KCI, shuts off some other things, just to be safe. It's good in the mirror, so that's what I brought in. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me if I made any misplays. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like, share, and subscribe, it really helps the channel. I'm trying to grow the Taxes community here. So I hope you guys enjoy. We are paired up and ready to roll. We're on the draw. I'm just going to keep this. We're going to see what happens. I just don't have anything to do until turn 3. I can turn 1, remove whatever they play, and hope to draw. I mean, let's try it. Okay, Bloodstained Mire from the opponent. Steam Vents. I like to see that. Maybe a Ragavan. DRC. I'm happy to see that. So we're up against Prowess, so there's a Mishra's Bauble from the opponent. Okay, let's see what we draw. Okay, opponent's looking at the top card of our library. We drew a High Noon. I love this game. I'm just going to erode this now and yield to the turn. I could have waited till their turn. I just didn't want them to have like a Spell Pierce or something goofy like that. Okay, they're drawing a card from the Bauble and they're casting Espressive Iteration. Tarn, playing a Tarn. That's the unfortunate part is like, you know, we put them ahead. I'm going to try and jam out the High Noon, which it landed, so we're good to go. Opponent's fetching and surveilling. Okay, opponent's bolting us in the face for their singular spell. Now, there's an unfortunate section of this where they just get to counter our stuff, unfortunately. But that's okay. Oh, that landed? Okay. I'm actually going to grab the Sword of Fire and Ice because I can just slam that next turn. Oh, they're bolting my face again? Sure. There's a useless Quarry Steelcutter. We have a Solitude. I feel pretty good about what's going on here. I think I go ahead and jam Sunbaked. I'm going to attempt to get this equipped. Let's see if we can get that going. Okay, opponent is bolting Stoneforge. That makes sense to me. Next turn we can slam Kassandra and equip. There's another Quarry Steelcutter from the opponent. There's Plains. They have 2 in hand. We get to do this. It's just haste too, which is kind of awesome. We're going to grab the Spear of Leonidas. And what would I rather have? I think I just want to equip this. We're going to shoot my opponent in the face. We have to draw a card and pass to the opponent. Okay, opponent is darting me in the face. Makes sense. Okay, opponent's turn. And they scoop there. Awesome. So we are up against... I don't really feel like anything I really care about any of the things that I want to bring in. I feel like Meteor Sword could be an easy cut here. Opponent's going to bring in a lot of artifact hate. Maybe Drannith Magistrate is something cool. I might stop my opponent a little bit. I definitely want to slam like windmill. I'm going to trim on a Stoneforge here. I'm going to trim on the Meteor Sword. And Skyclave's good. We're going to bring out Vial. Let's see, Mulligan. I think I just keep this. The fact that I have a turn 2 Voice of Victory is kind of crazy. Okay, opponent's jamming out the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Part of me really wants to remove the Darcy. I think I'm going to let it sit there for a sec. We'll see what happens. Sorry, I'm having a chat with my opponent. Okay, there's a Monastery Swiftspear into a Preordain. We're gonna just let that happen. Part of me is kind of thinking I just remove both of the things at this point in time. They got 3 card types. Okay, so we're gonna Solitude. I'm gonna exile the Recruiter. Opponent gains a life. Opponent's swinging in. I'm gonna erode this, and then it's our turn. Opponent is bobbling me. We drew another land, which is excellent. We're in High Noon here. Next turn we get to Voice of Victory, which is also awesome. They probably have removal for the High Noon, to be fair. Oh yeah, Slick Shot's good. We drew another Wisp. We're going to jam a Voice of Victory, and we're going to play this tap. Opponent's fetching here. This thing is crazy. Unfortunately, it's going to kill us if I don't deal with it at this point in time. Okay, they're bolting my Voice of Victory, which is fine. That's 3 damage. It doesn't hit my face, so that's good. We drew a second one. I think I just slam it. I probably shouldn't have removed the Darcy either. It's a mistake on my part. We're gonna hit for 3. Now I gotta catch up somehow. Drew a Ghost Quarter. We're gonna combat with the Voice, hitting in for 3, and then I'm gonna pay 3. We're gonna cast a Flickerwisp. I think I stand this up now. I need to, unfortunately, be a little bit more aggressive. Opponent's drawing a card. Makes sense to me. The good thing is my opponent is, like, if they bolt us, we're only taking 6. Okay, opponent is shooting my Wisp with the Lava Dart. That makes perfect sense to me. We've slowed the game down enough for us to get some type of removal, and we just removed their Slick Shot, which is kind of gross. That top deck was kind of crazy. Okay, opponent's casting a bauble, trying to refill their hand here. And this is probably, let's see, I'm down to 7. Next turn, I'll take, okay, we're in a decent enough shape here. Oh, another Wisp. Okay. Hitting our opponent down to 5. We're going to Wisp. I'm going to target this. We have lethal on board here. Opponent needs to, I believe, draw a Bolt because it'd be 3 to face. No, it's still not enough. I think we got it here. They're probably going to sack him out and to dart the Wisp. Yep. And then we still have the Crackback. I feel bad. This opponent just kind of got shut down by Voice of Victory. And I like just the fact that I'm trying to take out. My whole goal of my deck is just to annihilate Cascade, and they just unfortunately are getting hit with part of that. Okay, so we took out their Slick Shot, and I don't know what they could have that would get them there at this point. And we get there. So that was a good one. We went 0-2 against Prowess, which, again, I'm not surprised. All of my hate in my deck is just for Cascade, so we'll see what happens in the next pairing. Okay, we're here for round number 2. I like this hand enough. Again, we might just draw into what we need here. I've got a turn 1 play. Got a turn 2 play. I have something I can pitch to Solitude. And I have 3 land. Oh, opponent mulled down to 5. That's probably a good thing for me. They're thought seizing me is my guess. Oh, Inquisition of Kozilek. So I can take my Stoneforge or my Aether Vial. Sure. Okay, I took the Stoneforge. That makes sense to me. We drew an Erode, which is fantastic. Part of me wants to keep this up, but I think getting down an early Vial is important. And opponent's just passing through to us. That might give me some type of reason to actually Ghost Quarter my opponent, like take them off of a color. I'm going to do that, and we're going to yield through the turn. And they scoop there, so that's an easy win. I don't know what they're on, but they know what we're on. I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to say Containment Priest might be pretty good. I just don't know what they're doing. They mull down to 5. I'm just going to keep it as is. You know, if they have, like, Inquisition, then we'll know something more than Inquisition this game. This is a 1-lander. This is a very risky 1-lander. I'm going to keep and pray that the Shuffler does not get me. Opponent leads on Delta. We drew a non-land card. We're going to jam the Vial. Pass to my opponent. Opponent's fetching on end step, playing a Surveil land. Consigned memory. Okay. So opponent's doing something tricky here. They've got a Swamp. Psychic Frog. Everybody's fave. Okay. We're going to tick this up. This is where Voice of Victory is going to be really fantabulous. We drew a second land, which is exactly what we needed. I think I'm going to go ahead and jam some High Noon action. We never didn't have it. Opponent's punching in for 1. They get to draw and discard. Or they just draw, I guess. They're thought seizing me. That's fine. I don't know what they take here, honestly. Erode. Okay. So they're going all in on the Psychic Frog. So we're going to tick our Vial up to 2. We're going to say yes. We drew a Plains, which is kind of awesome here. Now, what do I have in the 2-drop slot? I have a Phelia, which is cool. I could also just Recruiter Solitude. I think that's what I do. I just cast Recruiter. Let's activate Vial here. Say yes. Voice of Victory. We go Recruiter. Say yes. We grab a Solitude. Okay. They are pitching their yard to give the frog flying. That's fine. They can hit us for 1. Okay. They did not cast a spell that turn. I'm going to keep this on 2. We drew a Witch Enchanter, which is another land, which is quite awesome. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to activate Vial on Stoneforge. We're going to say yes. And I'm like kind of funny. I just don't care about what happens here. We're going to grab the Meteor Sword. We're going to play this tap. And then I'm going to evoke Solitude, killing their Psychic Frog. I guess Force of Despair is pretty good. And it's in the main for, I don't know what that other card does. Anyways, all I'm saying is I understand why it's there. Sure. What's going to be really funny here is when I'm going to keep it on 2. Oh, beautiful. We are going to activate Vial, or activate Stoneforge, excuse me. We're going to Meteor Sword and blow up their Undercity Sewers. We're just going to choke them off all their blue. Oh, I don't have that card anymore. Yeah, sure. Okay. I totally forgot about that. I'm bad at this game, apparently. Okay. So they want the blue, apparently. We're going to draw a card. That's not what I need. Well, they're tapped out. I'm going to take this to 3. I have no response to that. Ping me. I don't want to evoke my Solitude. This will make it a 3 plus 3. It's 4/5 as well. I'm going to equip. If I just drew a white card, that would have been awesome. Oh, wait, no. They have Death Touch. Shoot. Okay. Well, oh well. I goofed. I should have shot that first and then, done my thing. No way they had a second one. That's crazy. So I shouldn't have pitched my Solitude. Oh, well. We're going to say no to the Vial. If you're a Ghost Quarter, okay. I can shoot that if I wanted to and just start punching in. My opponent's tapped out. I don't know if that's wise, but, this is only game 2, so I'm going to do that. I opened my opponent up to more mayhem that they can do to me, but that's okay. I have to start a clock somehow and somewhere. Necrodominance, sure. So that's what they're on. Soul spiking me, sure. I need like a way to flip this, which I don't have. I burnt all my removal on the shitty stuff. Hit my land. Oh, they're down to 3. Pushing that. That makes sense. We're going to keep this on 3. We're going to say no. We're going to pray we don't know what to do here. Let's go to combat. Okay, I'm going to scoop here. They got this one. Okay, now we know what they're on. Going to trim this and this. So we have to go first this time. I'm not keeping that. We will put back the ghost. I put back the ghost quarter. Yeah, I think I do. Lead on turn 1 Vial. Pass to my opponent. Opponent's fetching. Inquisition, sure. Which one do they want? Voice of Victory. I guess that makes sense. I actually think that High Noon's worse for them. We're not going to give them information. We're going to jam High Noon. Opponent's fetching. Shocking. Frog. I'll say yes. We drew a Wisp. I'll play Plains. I'm going to pass. Okay. We need a white source. That is a white source, but it's not the white source I want to pitch. I can take both these things out. Let's try. They could have Subtlety in hand. I guess that worked. This sucks. I had to pitch the Voice of Victory. So bad. Oh well. Sure, Shieldred, you get slammed down. That's fine. The fact that they keep tapping out is not good for them. Okay. Swinging for 3. I should have ticked up to 4 just in case. I'm cool with that. I'll take my 4. Pushing my Wisp. I'm okay with that. This is most unfortunate because they probably have Consign as well. This is a close match, I guess. Yep. I gotta take my 4 here. Say yes to that. Put one of my girls in. Yeah, I'm aware. My opponent's just going to drain me to death here, unfortunately. Sure. Show me Consign. I hate that card. Okay, I probably lost this one. That's okay. It was close. At one point, it was close. We're going to take this up to 5, just in case I draw Solitude. I drew another land. We're going to concede. That's okay. We got 1 on them. That's all that matters. Okay, we're paired up for our match 3. Let's see. This is a 1-lander. I'm not going to keep a 1-lander. Okay, this is not good, but this is better. I'm going to say we're going to keep this, put this on the bottom, and I'm going to watch as I get Thoughtseize. Oh, or we're up against this monstrosity of a deck. Well, I wish I had some form of removal here, so we're just going to pass. Jeez Louise. Okay, if my opponent goes Ocelot. Okay, tap Meticulous Archive. I'm okay with that. Binning a Marsh Flats, sure. Hitting me for 1, sure. Okay, we're going to go Ghost Quarter into High Noon. Opponent is paying 2 for the Starshield Shepherd Warp, searching for a basic or a card with 1 mana and putting it into hand, sure. Getting an Ocelot Pride, paying for it. Okay, I like this. And then they don't get to do anything because of High Noon. I still don't have removal, which is going to suck. Okay, so High Noon was the right play. I'm going to wait until they cast something so I can throw out my girl Phelia. Opponent Shocking the Hallowed Fountain. Paying 3 for a Teferi. Okay, so here I'm giving them a choice. Okay, I'm glad they made that choice. I'll take 1 all day. I can get to the point where I can just pop Teferi. Drew a Solitude here, which is quite sick. The only problem is I can't cast Solitude into some of this other stuff. We're almost at 5 here. I think I Solitude. Oh, I can't double spell. There's no way for me to double spell. I think I'm gonna jam Phelia again. They can't bounce my Phelia with Teferi, I guess, which is cool. They should have bounced my High Noon so they could double spell. Now they can cast things as though it's Flash. They gain 1 off the Ocelot Pride. Will they swing in? They do not. Sure. Now they're at Mac. I drew a Voice of Victory here, which is really, really funny. I think I hard cast Solitude. This is tough. Let's see if Voice lands. Beautiful. I'm going to take 1 more hit. This is the slowest game in the world now. Okay, opponent is plussing Teferi, doing their whole Flagstones shenanigans, getting a Meticulous Archive. Okay, here's a Solitude. It's hitting one of these 2. Sure. I pray you hit my Voice. They're hitting my Phelia. Makes sense to me, though. Okay, are they doing it? I guess we both can't cast things on each other's turns, which kind of sucks. Oh, I think Ocelot Pride needs to get banned at some point here. I just really hate Ocelot Pride. That makes me want to shoot it. I could also shoot Teferi with this. I desperately need, what's it called? Okay, opponent's plussing Teferi here, which is good for us. Oh no, what'd they do? Oh, March. Sure. I didn't really have an option here. We're getting schmeeded by Azorius Blink here. It's not good for us. You have no idea what I'm about to do, opponent. Play. Pay 3 life. Yes. I have no idea. I actually have a lot of sideboard hate for this as well. Okay, time to sideboard. We want Disruptor Flute. We want all 4 copies of Wrath. We are going to cut the Lion Sash. We're going to cut a Stoneforge Mystic. We're going to cut a Wisp, a Recruiter, a Vial, the Meteor Sword, and a Stoneforge. And we're going to say go. And we're going to hope we have Wrath of the Skies. And we're going to blow up my opponent's stuff. You get to go first. Oh my god. That's a hand. Wow. This is also a hand, if you will. We're going to keep this. My things are faster than theirs. We keep this for sure, and we bin a Voice of Victory. We lead on turn 1, tapped Witch Enchanter. Okay, or play, no, pass. Opponent leads on Flagstones, jamming the dumbest card in the world, Ocelot Pride. I'm going to go ahead and play my Voice of Victory, and you'll do the turn. Opponent plays a tapped Hallowed Fountain, does not swing in. That's good on us. We're going to go to combat here. We're going to attack. Makes sense to me. We're going to Flute and name Teferi, Time Raveler. Looks like what they're gearing up to slam. My opponent's gonna get, oh, they're end step. They don't get life on both. That's good. I'm guessing they're hitting my flute here. Yep, makes sense to me. Swinging in for 1, sure. That is too brutal for us. Too brutal. I'm gonna go to combat, punch in. We all know my opponent has a Teferi Time Raveler coming up here. Yeah, I know what you're doing, opponent. I know. Beautiful. Beautiful. I need a land here. Big time. Big time. Need a land here. Come on, baby. Give me a land. Fudge Muffins. I got the City's Blessing. Pop. Oh, we're killing Teferi. F that card. Yeah, F Teferi. That card sucks. Solitude, sure. I've got no problem with that. Now I really have no problem with that. Okay. Everybody likes God of Souls. Go to, I'm gonna attempt to do this. Boop. It's gonna be really backbreaking if they have Ephemerate. I really hope they don't have Ephemerate right now. Oh, it worked. We good. Oh, thank God we got a recruiter. Okay. Do I care about giving them a 1/1? Let's go Skyclave. Let's eat that thing out of here. Go to combat. Let's grow the Phelia here. Sure. Wish I could eat their stupid City's Blessing. Oh, opponent plays their own Phelia. Sure. Ew, if they have Solitude. Ew, they have Solitude. That sucks. Okay, sure. I'll gain 2. Oh, yeah, we take those all day. All day long. Yeah, sure. They offer the sacrifice of Phelia. I'm fine with that. If I draw like an Erode here, that'd be pretty dope. That's not an Erode. What can I play here, though? I can just go boop, boop, boop. Recruiter. I could, like, wait for a Solitude. I could grab... Kassandra's really good here. But my opponent would just know to counter it, I'm assuming. Doesn't look like they have much that counters. We're gonna go Kassandra. She's cool. She had good fast. Oh, unless they blow that up. That sucks. LOL. Okay, I'm bad at this game. Card's so down. I think I just take my damage here. It's not a red source. I think I just pump all my mana into Wrath. One of my basics needs to be a... one of my basics really needs to be a... What's it called? Here's a Phelia, probably. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay. Shocker. This would have been so good. Why did they have White Orchid Phantom? Sure. They try and blow up my lands here? Sure. I have a lot of plains in my deck. Now I'm just drawing white sources. I lose here because I'm a bad player. I shouldn't have grabbed this. I don't want to waste my time here. I have limited time to film, so I'm just going to get into the next one. We are currently 1 and 2, but let's see what happens. I really liked how the first one went. I want to play against some Cascade, please. No more Blink. No more Fair decks. Okay. The history of New Benalia as a art does not look good for us. We're going to mull. We don't have a white source. We're going to mull. We don't have a land. We keep this, unfortunately. I'm going to put back... Man, part of me just wants to, like, turn 1 Violet up. We put back a Voice of Victory. Put back Stoneforge. Probably should have played the Witch Enchanter first. That's okay. Turn 1 Violet is. Kind of makes me sad that... Oh, yeah, I'm going to get one of my lands thoughts used here. Never mind. Thank you, opponent. Oh, this is burn. Oh, sweet. This is awesome. And I'm getting a Solitude. Oh, my God. Opponent, thank you. Oh, my... Play. Can I take another 2 cost hit? Probably not. You're so welcome, opponent. You're so welcome. Goblin Guide makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Get hit for 4. That's brutal. Oh, thank God I drew a land. And another land. Man, opponent's fixing my... Oh, that hurt. Gross. Lava Spike is really brutal right now. That's really harmful to my face. Okay, opponent probably has the damage necessary in their hand to kill me. I want to be able to block with this. Also want to go to combat with it. If they have 2 burn spells, I'm dead. I have to be patient here. Okay, one of those cards in their hand is a mountain. Opponent's going to attack. We're going to activate this. Say yeah. Okay. Stoneforge Mystic 2 times. I'm going to block. I died a double burn spell. We'll block this one and we'll erode this one. I don't know how I get out of this here. Oh, okay. Boros Charm. Sure. I'm down to 1. We're going to say no response. We're not going to tick this up because we know what we're getting here. We're going to activate Vial. Put in Stoneforge. Opponent has 1 burn spell and I'm dead. We're going to use the ability. Yes, yes. What do I have here? It's a 3 cost. What is it? 3 cost. We'll grab the Lion Sash. We go to combat. We'll swing with this. We're going to knock this out. Go to end step. We'll say yes. Grab that Meteor Sword. And does my opponent have what it takes? They probably do. Oh, Skull Crack for 3? That's so gross. Not fair, opponent. Not fair. Oh, they had it. Yeah, sure. Good job. Why are we playing against all these decks that are hard to beat with the way my deck is set up? That is brutal. I don't think I have anything in my deck that does me any good. Maybe the Disruptor Flutes would be funny. Like, sure. I'm going to cut a Stoneforge and a Wisp. I want to turn 1 Vial. Don't want to just vomit all this stuff out. I like playing against burn. I wish I had some better tools, though. I didn't have to mold down a bunch. Okay, this is gonna... Oh, this is so painful. This is gonna have to be a keeper. It's a really slow hand. I have removal for, like, 1 thing. Guide. Okay, High Noon is not what I want. We're gonna play High Noon. I'm gonna take another 2. Swift Spear, sure. We'll take 3 here, which is fine. No, why am I garbage? I'm just taking too much damage too fast. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. I just thought it was kind of fun. Okay, Spike, sure. Okay, Voice of Victory is a blocker. It's not a land, though. It's not good for me. Opponent could just have... This greatly slows them down. I'm not dying to guide. Okay, we're blocking. Oh, that's gross. They're drawing cards, so that's a good sign for us. Phelia just doesn't do it. I don't know what does here. This land base is really painful. I mean, I haven't seen a lightning bolt. See, I just don't have... I'm just, like, literally drawing so bad right now. And then on my upkeep, bolt me. Lightning bolt. Oh, they didn't have lightning bolt. Do you have an opponent? Yeah. Okay, we lost the burn. Brutal stuff, brutal stuff. Can I go 2-3? That's the question. It's tough to post stuff like this, you know. I make a brew and I just lose. And I feel bad because it's not like fantastic content. But that's okay. We're just gonna keep posting. Okay, here for our third and final round. Unfortunately, this has like no action for turns 2. I mean, it's fine. We'll keep this. This would actually be a hand that I'd be like comfortable. Oh, this is beautiful. Looks like we're up against Cascade. Why am I drawing all the lands in the world though? So turn 1 Vial. This is really what I wanted to like showcase. I really hope this is Cascade. Nope. Maybe. You know, maybe it is. I don't know. Let's see what my opponent does. Oh no. This is not Cascade, but this is still an excellent showing. Getting hit for 2. This can be, what's nice is this brings the game to a halt where we have a slower roll. I know my opponent's probably not playing any, oh yeah, this is good. Jam and High Noon. Double Prowess game is just fantastic. I think I feel, I mean, they could be playing, what's the name of that card? Boomerang Basic. Bolting in the Steam Vents for Darcy, sure. I don't know why they bolted the Steam Vents in. I'll take my 2 all day long. We're absolutely ticking this up. We drew a Stoneforge, which is really, really, really awesome. I'm going to slam my Voice of Victory here. See what my opponent does here. Slick Shot. I'm okay with the Slick Shot. Opponent's going to combat. Interesting with just the Slick Shot. I think I Solitude the Slick Shot, or I think I'm just okay taking 1 here, actually. Because these 2 things can be blocked. Let's go to end step. Activate the Vial. It's just so much time. I like this combo when I get both these cards out. Because there's literally just so much time where my opponent can't do anything. I think I grabbed the Sophie here. I think that just makes sense to me. Because then I can start killing all these other things. We're going to take the Vial to 3. I think that's correct. No, we'll keep it on 2 for a turn. In case I draw Phelia, I've got more. I should have ticked it to 3. That's okay, I guess. So we're going to do Stoneforge, Sophie, paying 2, equipping. And if my opponent doesn't scoop here, I don't know what else is going on. Now I feel comfortable casting Solitude. We hit the Monk, swing with Voice, kill the Slick Shot. Well, my deck's really good against Prowess. Now I go to combat, get to attack with the Voice of Victory, hit my opponent for a ton. I'm going to shoot the Slick Shot just to save my life a little bit here. We drew a Wisp, which is awesome. Opponent's fetching with the Arid Mesa on my end step. As of one of Kassandra is kind of really funny. Nice scoop there. Well, at least we can go 2-3. I think our deck is just like really tuned to deal with this. Like, I don't even care about bringing Drannith in. Drannith is really funny. Actually, they have Slick Shot. Hold up. Sorry, I'm just talking out loud. We do bring in Drannith because they have Slick Shot show off. If they plot it to try and get around our High Noon, we do that. Meteor Sword is not going to come down, probably. I think I'm going to trim a Flickerwisp here. And actually, nah. Bring a Flickerwisp back, trim in a Sky. Yeah, Stoneforge Mystic. I believe that I just mulligan until I hit High Noon or Voice of Victory. So we're going to do that. So 1-lander. I'm not doing anything until turn like 3. It's good, I guess. Maybe the first hand was better. I think I just try and heavily rely on Drannith and stuff. I didn't see a single High Noon that whole time. My opponent's playing a Surveil land tapped, which is good for us. Gives us time to set up and get situated. We drew a Solitude, which is huge. So to yield through my opponent's turn. Opponent is jamming a Darcy. I'm okay with that. We drew a High Noon. Cool. We're going to jam a High Noon. See a Spell Pierce probably. Yeah, beautiful. It'd been funny if I cast Drannith here. Oh, yeah, we can't pay for that. That's funny. They mulled down to like 5 just to do that. Preordained from the opponent. Okay. Interesting that they're not on the other card. What's it called? Opt, not opt. The opposite of opt, where it puts it in the consider. Or puts in the bin. Seems a little bit better when you're running Darcy's. This just could be their only creature, and there's a real possibility that me, like, chucking Solitude at it is not a bad idea. That art is sweet. Okay, opponent is darting my face. They have 2 carp types in the library, or in the bin. We're going to let that go, because when we windmill slam this Drannith, it's going to be really funny. There's my 3rd land, which is sweet. I'm still just going to play my Drannith Magistrate, shut off their Lava Dart. Okay. Opponent has a Fiery Islet. There's a Slick Shot show off. They're swinging in on me for 1. I'll take my 1. I'm okay with that. That's okay. I think I'm slamming this. This card's awesome. I like this card a lot. We're going to grab the Spear. I think I'm going to end up like, depending on what my opponent does, I am probably going to hit the Slick Shot with this Solitude. I drew a land. Could have gone to combat. That was stupid of me. Opponent's fetching. Shocking. So they've got a lot going on here. It costs 1 less as well. Opponent's paying 4 to do something. Destroy each art. Oh, I'm just okay with this. Oh, no, I'm not. What's funny is, like, my opponent has to swing with the Darcy, so I just don't do anything next turn. And, like, sure, I'm taking 3, but I'm going to hit them for 3. I'm going to kill the Darcy here. It's, like, literally why I love Eiganjo. Such a good card. Oh, and Phelia, too. Even better. That's awesome. Too bad I don't play multiple of the Leonidas. Whatever. Opponent's fetching. And now this will shape what I do here as well. Here's another slick shot. Like, the slick shot just gets really big really fast. And I'll start winning this, like, tempo race that we have going on. Okay, I'm going to go to blockers. Play myself a Phelia. Because my opponent only has 1 card in hand here. I'm going to shoot this guy. Boop. Take my 3. I technically have a faster clock. This card's crazy. I need to be putting, like, the Shadow Spear needs to be in this list now. Okay, opponent's paying 1 to draw a card. I'm not going to target anything. Ugh, another one of these things. These things are so annoying. Sure, bobble for the opponent. Looking at my top. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's double blue. Well, that's pretty gross. Okay, opponent. I see you, opponent. Ugh, I might be cooked this time. I'm gonna pop this one. If I draw a Solitude or a second Erode, I win. Or a Skyclave. No, Skyclave won't do it. Solitude or second Erode wins me the game. I lose here. Make my opponent get it. I'm really up on time here. That was a good bring-in, I must say. That was pretty powerful. Opponent got me. Drannith did work, though. The Drannith definitely did work. Okay, opponent playing Preordain, Core Steelcutter. That Murktide just murked me because I would have had... They would have had it either way. I would have been at 1, actually. And then I would have won on the crackback. So, interesting. Start sideboarding here. I don't like that slick shot. I feel like Drannith does enough here. He does something. He's a 1-3. Okay, we're just going to play it as is. We're going to keep this. We're going to play this? No. Yield to the turn. Okay. Voice of Victory. Opponent's fetching with their Wooded Foothills. Getting a Surveil land. Putting an Aired Mace in the bin. Sure. I want to hold off casting, like, some of my stuff until later. Okay, opponent's paying 2 for a slick shot. Okay. With a Mutagenic Growth. I'm getting rid of the... That's fine. I was going to remove that anyways. Go to combat here. Swing with the Voice of Victory. Okay. Stoneforge is good here, probably. Drannith. There's also a, there's a... What's it called? There's an argument for Drannith Magistrate here. Really, I just need the Sophie on the voice, and I'm golden. Like, if I draw another land here, we're good. I like the Voice of Victory a lot. It seems really powerful whenever I play it. I'm just like, okay, I can freely cast things on my turn. Okay, my punch is passing to me, which is interesting. Swing with the Voice of Victory. Drannith is really cool, but I think I'm going to hold it to be able to pitch. And then I'll go to end step and swords in Stoneforge in the sword. Excuse me. Okay, bobble from the opponent. Bobbling me. Unfortunately, my opponent's taking a really, really long time. Okay, my opponent is paying 1 to crack their fiery islet, casting a Preordain. Then opponent is paying 1 in order to unholy heat my Voice of Victory. That makes perfect sense to me as well. Go to end step. I'm going to activate my Stoneforge, put in my Fire and Ice. We're going to go to my turn. We drew a Witch Enchanter, which is not the best here, but that's okay. We're going to equip the Sword of Stoneforge. We're going to go to combat. I'm going to swing in with Stoneforge for 3. I'm going to shoot my opponent's face for an additional 2 here. So we're really hitting my opponent for 5. We're drawing the Spear of Leonidas. That card's kind of just crazy. Okay, part of me wants to play the Witch Enchanter tap, and I think that is my thing to do. We're not paying life for that. We'll pass to my opponent. Opponent is cracking their Wooded Foothills for a mountain. Paying 4, probably to cast a Meltdown, which I'm fine with. Now I go 1, 2, 3, spear. Oh, cancel. Undo. 3 for a spear. Then 1, 2, equip. What are my options here? Double strike or discard 2 and draw 2. We're gonna give myself double strike, I guess. Oh, that's so bad. Or maybe I create a horse creature. Yeah, we're gonna create a horse creature token. That horse is crazy, man. You don't know what it can do to you. It gives me like 1 more body to hit my opponent in the face with. Okay, opponent's bolting my Stoneforge. That's fine. Opponent's darting my horse. Okay. And flashbacking, killing my horse again. That's so sad. Poor little horsey. Do another land here. I think I just hardcast Drannith and I spend the mana now to equip him. Call it a day. Man, they really don't like my creatures. I guess they could be going for a Murktide, which is really funny as well. I drew another land here. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna pop this to draw. Wowzers. MTGO is lagging really badly. Drew another land. That's 1 more land out of the way. We drew a Recruiter here, which is awesome. We jam Recruiter. Say yes. 2-back Kassandra doesn't... She's got haste, which is really stinking awesome. I think we grab Kassandra. She searches, but she's got haste, so she hits for 2. I think I grab a second Recruiter. Seems really cringe to me, but that's okay. Now, unfortunately, if my opponent... There's no way they'd take me down here. I think we grab a Phelia here. Opponent is fetching, probably grabbing a Steam Vents, sure. I want to see like a Murktide here. Darcy, sure. It's a good card. not gonna lie. Okay, back to me. High noon, and we win next turn. Opponent is bolting my face, and I just chill out for a turn. Opponent jams out Slick Shot. Opponent hits me for 3. I'm just gonna take it here. We're gonna end step. We're gonna jam Phelia. And then in my upkeep, I have to shoot High Noon at my opponent's face. First time I ever get to do that. That is so awesome. That is so funny. Oh god, that was awesome. That is going to be my thumbnail. That is so funny. Us going 2 and 3 made it all worth it. I think our deck is really well tuned for, you know, these red-white deck, or red, English is hard. Our deck is extremely tuned to play against the red-blue decks as well as the unfair deck that are trying to jam multiple spells a turn like Cascade. If we had a league where we just played Cascade, Storm, we would we'd be cruising. But I know, you know, it's all luck of the draw. Anyways, I'm going to post this video. Unfortunately, I don't have a winning record, but it was an enjoyable run. You guys comment below, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Post me some, send me some deck ideas. I love testing new things out. So this is going to go under a series called Taxes Brews. Anyway, see you in the next one.